welcome to a reaction, which is something I haven't really done before ever, but this is going to be the first time I'm going to react to something. So I'm reacting to 4D multiplayer, which Mashpo just announced on the Discord server. So if you're not in the Discord server, go join that, the 4D Miner one. I'll put a link to Mashpo's channel, and in his 4D Miner videos, he'll probably have a link to the Discord somewhere. Definitely check out Mashpo, definitely check out 4D Miner. If you don't know anything about 4D Miner, this is a bit of an awkward first video. I've made other videos on it, check out Mashpo. But yeah, we're gonna have a look at what's going on. Alright, so as you can see here, I'm in the announcements. Mashpo has said, hey everyone, multiplayer in 4D Miner finally has a release date. So all I know, by the way, is that I looked on announcements, came over here. I've seen this stuff, and then I saw this, and I was like, oh, I should probably react to that. Anyway, so if all goes well, all 4D Hyper supporters, which is not me, sadly, because I don't have any money to support them, so I don't know how you expect me to support them if I have no money. But the Hyper supporters will have access to multiplayer on, the 7th of June, which I don't know if that's a Wednesday for me, but that's pretty sure that's a Tuesday. I mean, it might be a Wednesday, I'm not entirely sure. So that's cool. So next week, basically. But don't look on this channel for multiplayer because I won't have access to it. This is really important. I will not have access to it because I don't have any money, meaning I can't be a Hyper supporter. So I won't have access to it, and there's a chance that Mashpo will only release it on the full game version of 4D Miner, meaning you'd have to pay for that, and we're back to square one. I don't have any money, I can't pay for it, so don't know what you expect me to do about that. But hopefully hopefully he might release multiplayer for the demo and have nothing else for the demo and do everything else on the full game. I don't know, that's kind of what I'm hoping for, but if that's not the case, then that would be pretty unfortunate. But I definitely have a bunch of other 4D Miner stuff that I want to do, so don't you worry about that at all. Anyway, so along with all of the other new features, so there are new features I don't know about. Right now we are wrapping up the testing phase and making sure everything works properly. We have chosen Ramda to be the first Patreon to test multiplayer because of his involvement in the 4D Miner community, but soon everything will be made available to all the Hyper supporters. So that's cool how they're choosing Ramda specifically to be the first Patreon to test multiplayer. I think that's super cool. I'm so proud of him. He's made some great 4D Miner stuff. Go check out his channel. So, okay, that's great. I plan on uploading a video to my YouTube channel sometime in June to showcase multiplayer and all the other new features. Afterwards, you can expect to see regular updates to the game with plenty of new features. So it's been quite a long time. I think it's been like 8 months, 8 or 9 months or something since we've last had a video from Mashpo, and I will be reacting to the new 4D Miner stuff from now on because, you know, I kind of want you guys to see my reaction, because I'd say I've been playing it for pretty much since it came out, not exactly since it came out, but pretty much since it came out. So, and I do know quite a bit about it, so I'd say my reaction be worth watching, because before I didn't bother because, like, I mean, it's like, oh, 4D Miner, it looks so weird, but then that's just my reaction to the game. Anyway, I don't know what to talk about. Alright, multiplayer has taken way longer than expected, but I have been working hard on it, and I'm honestly very happy with the result. Yeah, I hope it is. Thank you all so much for your patience and support. I hope to see you soon on 2D2T, the oldest Anarchy server in 4D Miner. So he's going to start 4D4T, which is a play on the word or the name 2B2T. Pretty sure that's what it's called, which is the oldest Minecraft server that's still running. I don't know if it was the first ever Minecraft server, but it is the oldest one that's still running. And there's like no rules on it. You can do whatever you want. And I don't remember why it's called that, but it's kind of like 4D, 4T, so it's like, you know, fourth dimension stuff. So that's cool. Now I want to react to this video. It's only 18 seconds, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot to analyze in it, which I'm definitely going to do. I would like to go full screen, so I'm just going to pause for a sec, full screen, that's what I want. Alright, I'm just going to watch the whole thing and then I'll pause and stuff later. So we're going to start. So there's a player right there and the spider's attacking. And there's another player, Deadly Ore, who killed the spider. Alright, so I assume we're watching through Mashpo's eyes. That is new. That is very new. There's no sound, by the way, I don't know why. And that's it. So I'm going to go back to the start. So yeah, only 15 seconds. I don't know what I said before. So first things first. This looks a lot bigger. I'm pretty sure it's a lot smaller. So, and the health at the bottom left is a lot bigger. I'm pretty sure it's a lot smaller in the normal game. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the 9 slots that. So that's all normal. So it doesn't look like there's anything new there. In terms of everything else, it looks fine. I thought that was a melon, but that's just grass because the quality is just that good. And by the way, if there is sound, I'm going insane. I cannot hear it for whatever reason. I blame you personally. Anyway, so it doesn't really look like there's anything else here. So you turn around, I'll talk about that in a sec. That's weird. We see, so he's holding the glasses so he can see the outlines a bit better. I'm just looking around. Clouds, the clouds, I don't think they look different. The trees all look the same. We're in the snow, so I'll talk about that later. All right. So we see the player outline. The quality is so perfect. I can easily tell everything about everything. I don't think that's anything there. I think that's just a bush down there. So there are 2 spiders. One of them's attacking Deadly Ore, who's over there, and this one's attacking player, who actually, hold on, did the player glow red? Hold on, let me rewind. Yeah, the player turned red for a sec, like the outline of the player turned red when the player got attacked by that 40 spider. I also just realized that Deadly Ore said, "I love your house," in the chat. So there will be a chat system, which probably means commands will exist. So there's Deadly Ore in there. And so the spider attacked the player, and the player, as you can see, is really thin. And if we get a better look, oh, there's Deadly Ore. You can actually see there's like bones and like flesh and stuff, which I think I remember Mashpo talking, like suggesting that in a video he did, or maybe it was in an announcement. I don't know. I was looking back at the announcements to see if I missed anything important. It's nothing that huge as this announcement. So yeah, there's Deadly. So you can see through, like a person, you can see like you know, because the slice of the world. I'm not going to bother explaining it too much. I'll explain it if I ever play multiplayer. This might be the only multiplayer related thing with 40 Mario I'll ever do. Hopefully not. Hopefully I will be playing. Actually, I will definitely be playing the full game when I get enough money for it. Just in case you didn't know, the only way for me to get money is if the channel is at 1,000 subscribers and I have 4,000 hours of watch time. At the moment, you can see the subscribers are at, which is 152, I believe, and watch hours is like at 300 or something. I can't quite remember, but something like that. So pretty far away, so it'll probably take ages to get there. Yeah, anyway, so here we have the players. Yeah, so he's definitely turning red when he gets hit. Hold on, we'll rewind for a second. Have a better look at this. So this looks like Ramda's skin. It might be Ramda himself, actually. I mean, it could be. Like the announcement said that they were going to use Ramda first, and it looks like this is Ramda right now. Because player, it's not Ramda. I think they were like, hey, we actually haven't gone with Ramda yet, but I think they have, because his name's Player, that's the Ramda skin. I can't quite tell what's over there. But as you can see, he gets pretty close. You can kind of see inside of him. You can see like a bit of his ribs and like a liver or whatever that is. So that's interesting. It's also pretty thin. I think it needs to be a bit thicker, but maybe that's just the perspective, because look, it's only like 1 pixel thin, but I think that's just the perspective. And his back is open as well, so that's pretty creepy to think of. And anything else? Oh yeah, so let's talk about this. So it looks like it's an object that was placed down. Now, if I just wait, it looks like Ramda, I'm just going to say it, broke it and dropped it, and Deadly Ore attacked him, and Deadly Ore is going to pick it up. Is someone going to pick it up? No. Deadly Ore just attacked him again. So PvP is a thing, so that's going to be wacky in the 4th dimension. Ramda placed the block. And as you can see, Deadly Ore is looking around, so that's pretty cool. And Ramda is also looking around. That's pretty cool. And the Ultra Hammer that Deadly Ore is holding, also Deadly Ore is like pretty much a skeleton there. Yeah, the hammer he's holding is kind of going in and out of the 4th dimension, so that's pretty cool. And then the video ends. So let's have a look at this golden thing. It looks... it's pretty tricky. Also, I think there's a chest there. I think that's a chest. So I'm just gonna have a look. So, oh, as you can see from this angle, kind of looks like a telescope of some sort, and in its bigger phase, it's pointing like directly up. I assume that's like its default phase, like as an item, which is what it looks like. That's pointing up. Oh, and also, when, as you can see right now, you can see pretty much all of Ramda, or like a good amount of Ramda. Then when he breaks it, you can see, I doubt Mashpo, yeah, Mashpo didn't change the perspective at all, so it looks like we can now see less of Ramda, like a different perspective. And if I look at Deadly Ore, it's kind of hard to tell with him. I think there is less of him. Also, I just realized he's straight up wearing the 4D glasses. I don't know how I didn't notice that before, but they're both wearing the 4D glasses, meaning I guess if you hold it like this, you're also wearing it, like as the character model. It's a little bit wacky, but okay, I guess. Or maybe there's going to be a thing where you can put like clothes on, or like the 4D glasses on, like how in Minecraft you have the armor thing. That might be a thing. So it looks like this telescope, I reckon, has something to do with the fourth dimension and players. I guess it reveals a lot more of them, I reckon, because maybe Ramda scrolled a bit, which is why he looks a bit different, because I'm not sure if Deadly Ore looks different. But yeah, it is pointing directly up. I wonder, maybe it's just straight up a telescope and you can look in it and you can look up, and the moon or a planet has something to do with something in this, in 4D Miner. That'd be pretty cool if you can actually leave the planet you're on, which totally could be a thing. Like, just remember, this is not Minecraft. This can go in any direction. It doesn't have to be similar to Minecraft at all. So that might be what it's used for. It kind of looks like an old one, like the sort of thing that Da Vinci would use or something like that. So that's pretty interesting. But it's kind of suspicious how when it's big, you can see a good chunk of Ramda, and then when it's destroyed, he kind of like fades back a bit. So maybe it reveals more. That might be 100% a lie, but I don't know. I really don't have a single clue. But that's pretty much it. Alright, you can chill now. You've listened to my voice ramble on for 74 years. Which is, yeah, that's basically 74 years. Yeah, I do hope you liked that analysis. Definitely buy 4D Miner when it comes out, or if you want to pretty much buy it now, be a Patreon on Mashpo's Patreon, I guess is what it's called. Anyway, whatever. Don't worry about me. I'll pretty much, for me in 4D Miner, I mean, I've got a couple more things planned that I want to do for it. Like, I want to build a bit of a tutorial and maybe like some sort of maze or parkour or something. I don't know, something like that. I haven't thought about too much. I've just had ideas in my head. I definitely want to do those things before I'm done with the game, but I will be done with the game when I've done all those things. I don't really have anything else to do. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, don't have anything else to say. I hope you enjoyed that. Check out the content, and I'll see ya.